Ever wondered how your favorite noodles are made? Get ready for a wild ride because we're about to unravel the delicious mystery behind these culinary marvels. So, buckle up, noodle enthusiasts. Things are about to get deliciously informative. Alright, noodle novices, let's talk building blocks. Just like a house needs bricks, noodles need their core ingredients. And it all starts with the dynamic trio: flour, water, and salt. First up, flour. We're talking the gluten-rich kind, the strong, silent type that gives noodles their signature chew. Think of gluten as the protein scaffolding that holds everything together. Now, water. Not just any water, but the kind that's pure and refreshing, the lifeblood of our noodle dough. It's what binds with the flour, awakening the gluten and transforming those dry ingredients into a pliable mass. And finally, salt. Ah, salt, the flavor enhancer, the preserver, the humble mineral that elevates our noodles from bland to grand. But it's not just about taste. Salt actually strengthens the gluten network, making our noodles more resilient and less likely to turn into a mushy mess. The type of flour can vary, from all-purpose to high-protein bread flour for extra chewiness, and even gluten-free options. Flour is the foundation, the backbone, the very essence of our noodle adventure. Stay tuned because in the next chapter we'll delve into the nitty-gritty of dough making. Alright, fellow noodle enthusiasts, it's time to get our hands dirty. We've got our ingredients prepped and measured, and now the real fun begins. Transforming that humble mixture of flour, water, and salt into a smooth, elastic dough. This, my friends, is where the magic happens. We're talking about kneading, that rhythmic push and pull, that therapeutic process that transforms a shaggy mass into a thing of beauty. Now, some folks might tell you that kneading is all about developing gluten, and while that's partially true, it's only half the story. Kneading is about creating a harmonious balance between water and flour, incorporating air, and building structure and elasticity. When we knead, we're aligning those gluten strands, encouraging them to link up and form a strong, interconnected network. This network gives our noodles their signature chew and ability to hold their shape. There are a few different ways to knead dough. We've got the classic hand kneading method, a full-body workout that's as satisfying as it is effective. Then there's the stand mixer approach, a more hands-off method that lets technology do the heavy lifting. The key is to knead until the dough passes the window pane test, ready to be transformed into noodle nirvana. Chapter 3. Roll with it, shaping our noodle destiny. We've mixed, we've kneaded, we've created a dough worthy of praise. Now it's time to shape our noodle destiny. And that, my friends, means rolling and cutting, two techniques as ancient as noodle making itself. First up, rolling. Whether you're wielding a trusty rolling pin or employing the modern marvel of a pasta machine, the goal is the same: to transform that ball of dough into a thin, even sheet, ready to be cut into a multitude of shapes. The thickness of your sheet will depend on the type of noodle you're aiming for. Thick and chewy udon noodles require a heartier roll, while delicate angel hair pasta demands a light and airy touch. To prevent sticking, dust your work surface and dough with a light coating of flour. Once you've achieved your desired thickness, it's time to unleash your inner artist and start cutting. From long and flowing fettuccine to short and stubby penne, the possibilities are endless. Experiment with different shapes and sizes. Personalize your noodles. Make them your own. Chapter 4. The drying game: from soggy strands to shelf-stable wonders. Congratulations, noodle ninjas, you've mixed, kneaded, rolled, and cut your way to noodle nirvana. But hold on, we're not quite done yet. Before we can slurp down our creations, we need to address the crucial step of drying. Drying might not sound glamorous, but it's essential for achieving that perfect al dente texture. When we dry noodles, we're removing excess moisture, allowing them to firm up and develop their signature chew. This also helps to preserve them, transforming them from perishable strands into shelf-stable wonders. There are a few different ways to dry noodles, each with its own advantages. Air drying is the most traditional method, involving draping your freshly cut noodles over a drying rack or the back of a chair. Then there's the oven drying method, a quicker approach that utilizes the gentle heat of a low oven to speed up the process. No matter your chosen method, the key is to dry your noodles evenly and thoroughly. Chapter 5. Package and prosper. Sharing the noodle love. We've reached the final destination on our noodle-making journey, my friends, and it's time to package and share the bounty. Because what good is a mountain of delicious homemade noodles if you can't share them with the world? Packaging noodles isn't just about aesthetics, although a little visual appeal never hurt anyone. It's about preserving their freshness, protecting them from the elements, and making sure they arrive at their final destination in tip-top shape. For short-term storage, you can simply toss your dried noodles in an airtight container and store them in a cool, dry place. This will keep them fresh and delicious for up to a week. If you're looking for a more long-term solution, consider freezing your noodles. Simply spread them out on a baking sheet, freeze them solid, and then transfer them to a freezer-safe bag or container. Frozen noodles can last for several months, ensuring you always have a stash of homemade goodness on hand. Noodle nirvana achieved. So there you have it, noodle novices, a crash course in the art and science of noodle making. We've explored the humble beginnings, the kneading, the shaping, the drying, and even the packaging. Now it's your turn. Embrace the journey, experiment with flavors and shapes, and most importantly, have fun. Because at the end of the day, noodle making is about more than just food. It's about connecting with tradition, expressing your creativity, and sharing the love of good food with those you care about. So what are you waiting for? Grab your ingredients, dust off that rolling pin, and embark on your own noodle making adventure. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more culinary adventures.